Hello and welcome to another episode of Lost Ox Media. As always, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on another live episode. I'm sorry if I seem so nervous coming right out the gate. I'm like perfecting this whole little like intro shit that I got going on here, making sure that it looks all right on OBS and getting audio here and testing audio over there. But we have a very good show planned for you guys today. A lot of good stuff to talk about. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that lame shit, because we like to go live here, even aside from the show, but we don't like to announce that really, you know? So if you hit those notifications on the YouTube channel, you'll know. Or you can join the Discord. I've been having a lot of fun with this Discord lately. I'm new to Discord, so like
it's been keeping me entertained.
I love it, to be honest. So we got a little small community there now, hoping to build it. But we also announce when the lives are going to be happening. We announce any news happening on the show over there. And it's just a rip snorting good time to talk some good old shit here at Lost Ox Media. I'm joined here by my lovely co-host, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
You know, we got Ashley here in the mix, you know. But aside from that, you know, some very, very good stuff. Well, I covered everything, right? New episodes of the show Wednesday. Like, comment, subscribe, Discord, all that other good shit, right? So we should just get right into it. We got a little bit of Ben Avery. We've been, like, making some interactions with people online, you know? Like, some people that I've never thought I'd be making interactions with, you know? We're nobodies. We're really, literally nobody. So if we're making interactions with quote-unquote famous people online, it's like, what is that saying about either them, or does it mean we're on the up and up? You know, I don't know, you know? But we got, you know, Ben Avery. We're going to retouch on Ben Avery. We got a little bit of Tim Butterly, you know, some fucking Louis J. Gomez. And then the main story for today, this Lev Fur. What the fuck even is a Lev Fur? Like, I have zero idea. I had seen this guy, Lev Fur, briefly when Lemaire started that whole comedy war thing between Austin, Texas, and New York City. You remember that?
Yeah.
Louis J. Gomez kind of essentially lit the fire of that, you know, and then Lemaire's fucking just talking a bunch of shit, popping off, all just because Louis said like one thing on Real Ass Podcast between a text exchange between him and the infamous Tony Hinchcliffe, you know? So it's just so funny how that whole thing started. But this Lev guy like jumped into the middle of all that, like started tweeting in between all that, which I'll show you guys a little later. And that's kind of what got me turned on to Lev Fur. I was just like, who's this guy? At the time, it was very, you know, whatever. You know, I was just like, okay, what is even happening here? I don't know who this is. So I didn't think anything of it. And then someone in the Discord actually reminded me of this Lev Fur today. And it couldn't have come at a better time. This is going to segue into us touching on Ben Avery from last week, right? This reminder that I got from the Discord for this Lev Fur guy, it couldn't have came at a better time, because what I had planned on for today's episode was to watch some of Ben Avery's stand-up that he had posted on his Ben Avery Live fucking website, whatever you want to call the goddamn thing, right? benavery.live, right? And I wanted to really dig into this stand-up because we all seen the Norbit fucking one, and we've heard people's criticisms, and we fucking talked about it too, but it's on the Lost Boys episode that'll be available in a couple weeks, right? But everybody's talked about that Norbit fucking chunk, right? But he hasn't really, I haven't seen any of the hours. And, you know, last week we did a whole piece on him and stuff like that. And this is why I want to touch on it again. So speaking of these hours, right, and us planning to watch them, I go on benavery.live and the hours are fucking gone. All the specials, everything is gone, right? No comedy. The only thing that's left on the website is this Norbit chunk, right? So I want to kind of show you guys. Let's create a little bit of a lore here, right? The main theme of today's episode is recon. You know, we're doing recon. We're kind of checking people out, you know, this Lev Fur guy a little later when we touch on him. We're just kind of like introducing ourselves to him. Yeah, we know other people have covered him. Yeah, we know people actually know who he is. This is our introduction. We're creating our own lore here with this guy, right? And this is kind of also what I'm doing with Ben. I'm kind of just like keeping my eye on him, you know, just waiting for him to do something stupid because like I have a very, very, very strong feeling, right? Ben likes to do that voice. He goes, I have this strong feeling that, you know, he's going to do something stupid, this Ben Avery. He might be a fucking idiot.
I live in your fucking head, faggot!
So we'll be keeping up with Mr. Avery. And this is part of that. So going on to those stand-up clips I was telling you about, he's posting it on his website. He's even saying, this is a post from benavery.live. He's saying, should I post my improvised stand-up sets to this website? And of course, a lot of people are like, yeah, dude, do it. He's also bragging on here talking about how he sold out the Comedy Store, which we will give it up for. You know, you sell out the Comedy Store. You're a fucking comedian. Guy's a fucking comedian now, right? As much as he claims not to be a comedian, the guy's like literally doing like touring stand-up sets, I guess, right? And he has an ongoing monthly show at the Comedy Store like we heard in the last episode and everything, right? But look, this is his website. These are the videos, right? This is all. I have it filtered to all. You can see that right here. All, you know? Not a stand-up bit in sight, aside from the Norbit. I told you guys about the Norbit, right? But if you go down here, every single one of these is just an episode of the show. And you can tell because they're all dated. You know what I mean? So you look down at these, they're all just episodes of the show. He just took all the stand-up down. And you might, and I'm not going to lie to anyone here. I only just signed up for benavery.live this past week. And it was because I wanted to check out these stand-up sets. I also want to do some digging into these archives. I kind of want to like get inside the mind of it, the Avery. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do like a Making a Murderer thing right here.
Like
right?
how we got to where we are now.
How did we get to where we are right now? This is what I want to know, you know? So it's not like I signed up for it for nothing, right? Like, and I'll be touching on some shit that I find as I'm digging through these. But I like
these hairstyle changes.
He's changing it all the time. It gets greasier as it goes along. Look at down here. Look at this one right here. Let's zoom into this one. This one's nice. Like, this haircut right here is, like, nice. He's got a little bit of, like, a Jimmy Neutron thing going on here, like, if you really look at him. But it's not, like, a totally bad haircut. And it looks decent, right?
Yeah.
You come up to, like, present day.
Oh, he's looking wild.
Dude, look at this one right here. Holy shit. Let's zoom in a little bit on this one. I can't put my mouse completely over it because then it'll start replaying. It'll like try to play like a preview of it. But look at how greasy his hair is in this one. You could tell it's real greasy because it like clumps.
Clumps
you know
together,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's like when you know people's hair is greasy as hell. And whatever, bro, you want to be like the filthy king, like that's fine with me. We're totally fine with that. It is what it is. But just from the outside looking in, which is essentially where I'm at right now, you can see a degradation that has happened, right?
Just from looking at the videos.
Just from looking at the thumbnails of these videos, you can see like a degradation happening. Even the set has gotten like shittier. Like, it's like not that it was anything to write home about, but it's like
what's
clean
this?
And what's what?
It's something you watched.
Austin PD?
Yeah.
It's a play. And I went to watch it and it sucked ass. So let me tell you that right now. I didn't even want to put anyone through that. We'd be bored as fuck trying to watch that. But this is essentially where we're at here. You know what I mean? Like, he took all the stand-up specials down. And you might be thinking, well, you just signed up this week. Like, how do you even know, right? I know. Trust me. Because I had an exchange with Ben on Twitter about this very fucking thing. So I had heard... I listen to Lemon Party. I'm a listener. I'm not like just some guy who's like hating whatever. And I enjoy the show. I'm not going to be afraid to say that. Like, of course I'm shitting on Ben. Doesn't mean I can separate the art from the artist in this case, right? You know what I mean? So that's essentially what we're doing here is we're separating the art from the artist. And I still am a listener of Lemon Party and everything. And a couple weeks ago, I'd heard Ben say like, "Oh, I'm shooting a special at the Comedy Store next month." So when I'd heard that, just bullshitting around, I saw Ben tweet and he goes, "Sold out the Comedy Store, and now they're giving us a Friday 10 p.m. slot. Next one will be on the 24th. Thanks to everyone for coming," right? So he's celebrating this like endeavor of his that he's like faking being a comedian, but he's like just ironically being a comedian, but it's unironically making him a comedian. That's essentially what's happening here. So I quoted that, and I said, "We're all going to hate watch your special like you do Jeff Dye stuff. So better be fucking good, pal." Right? Again, my account current day has less than 200 followers on Twitter. I don't even understand why any of these guys would even give us the time of day, right? We're essentially yelling into the void every time we tweet is essentially what's happening here. But right underneath, Ben says, "I shoot a new special every fucking month, 12 a goddamn year." Right? I go, "I want to watch them." Where? Crickets. It's his fans. Fucking now this is how you can prove it without even having to see any like screenshots of the old videos the way they were. A fan of his goes underneath here and says to me, "I can give you my login to access all of them. Just shoot me a message." Meaning that they are all located on Ben's website. Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or yes? For to take a page out of Tim Dillon's book. Yes or yes? Is that what's essentially being implied here? Is that they are all on the website. At this time, I didn't have a login. I didn't sign up. Right? But now you see right under, I go, well, just post it here. Like post post one of the clips. Give me a fucking screen. Anything. Give me anything. The guy says, "Oh, well, good luck finding it now, dork. I don't work for you." It's like, bro, I didn't ask you for fucking the world here. I just said, just post one here. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
Ben's not sitting there chiming in going, "No, you can't post it," right? So I just tell the guy, no. I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking playing this game here. But this essentially right here is proof that they at one point existed on that website. Why are they all gone now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know it's not me. Like, it's not us, Lost Ox Media, that's causing Ben to have this panic attack and take his fucking specials down. He probably barely knows who the fuck we are, if that. You know what I mean? Right? So this is not him, being like, Lost Ox Media's caught a whiff, but let me take him down. Like, this is not what's happening here. So I think that people started criticizing this online, and a couple of the videos that caught a little bit of traction made Ben kind of like, oh, man, let me take him down. Let me only leave the one up that all of my fans are sucking my dick over on YouTube. The Norbit fucking chunk. You get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
He's sitting there talking, "Oh, someone ripped it from my website." We heard it in the last live stream that we covered, right? He said someone ripped it from his website, posted it on YouTube, and YouTube took it down. So why the fuck are you taking it down from yours? You know what I mean? What now? Did somebody else hit you with the fucking DCMA or something like that? Like, what's happening here? That's just, it's a little suspicious if you ask me. I really think that obviously it's not us. We're not a big enough swing for Ben Avery. I get it. We're going to be one day, but we're not now. But I really do believe that this online criticism, because he's gotten, I watched a video the other day from this guy that produces this shit called The Random Show. The guy straight up said, "Is this really what Ben Avery has to offer?" He goes, "He's talking all that shit about Jeff Dye. Jeff Dye's stand-up comedy." He goes, "But this is what he's throwing out in the world?" He goes, "Does he really even deserve the right to talk about Jeff Dye's comedy like that?" Guy actually said the shit. Some like British dude, some black British dude. Fucking, the guy was funny though. He's sitting there tearing Ben's shit apart. And I think videos like that are kind of what's getting to him. You get what I'm saying here? So it's funny because we naturally covered that, just like I said, and that's what's been leading us to keep an eye on Ben, which segues into our next online interaction. That wasn't that one's old. That was a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, that online interaction. But due to this, like, us doing reconnaissance on fucking Ben, right? We're doing recon out here. It's the theme of today's episode. We're scouting. We're scouting. So now that we're doing recon, I kind of just been poking at people online and shit like that. So I got this tweet, right? I post this. Tim Butterly, I see this comedian named Tim Butterly. He fucking, it's like, yo, we're having lemon party on the podcast, right? So that's it. I just go, you're being watched, ... You're being watched. That's all I say. Nothing else, but it's the 3 dots that gets them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the 3 dots that really gets people. Like, I think, and I do that a lot. If you ever go through my Twitter, it's 3 dots at the end of everything.
That's
because
your thing.
I want people to subconsciously know we don't fucking care about this shit. We don't care about if anybody makes fun of the show. None of that shit is any of a concern to us. All we want to do is have fun here talking shit. We hope that other people are having a little bit of fun with us. We got a fucking bot in the chat right now having a ton of fun trying to get us to buy more viewers on today's episode. We're good, buddy. But you get what I'm saying here. It's like, now that I'm thinking about it, the YouTube's awfully quiet. Before we keep going, is the YouTube like set to private or something like that? I'm going to look at that real quick. Are we set to private? No, we're set to public. We just suck. Okay, no problem. We'll just keep going. So anyway, like I said, we're kind of we're just poking fun. We're just fucking doing whatever, and none of this shit matters. And that's where the 3 dots come from. You get what I'm saying? I'm just going, you're being watched. And you could see this post has been viewed almost 80,000 times, right? Now, why would an account with less than 200 followers all of a sudden have a post like this hit almost 80,000 views? How would that even happen, right? I'll tell you how. It's because Mr. Butterly was not a fan. He did not like the fact that I quote tweeted that shit and was like, you're being watched. He goes on here and takes a screenshot of our podcast, dude. He takes a screenshot of our podcast with the low views, man. And he fucking goes, you're not being watched. I go, oh, God. I go, oh, my heart. I'm like, Mr. Butterly, why? I was so butthurt. I go, God, it got me. These guys, the first thing they want to do is they want to talk about the views like we're small. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not out here doing this podcast as promotion for my stand-up. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're out there gathering fans with your stand-up and shit, and they're naturally going to listen to your show. It's almost like a cheat code for the podcast.
Yeah, right.
And then it vice versa. You know what I mean? So then people listen to the podcast, and they might catch wind of the podcast before your stand-up. So it's kind of like, I'm not saying it's a bad business model. You're doing great, keep it up. I don't care. But they always go to the views as if we're going to care, right? Like, that's always the big swing. Louis J. Gomez did the same thing. We had online exchanges with Louis will answer to anyone with a pulse online. I swear to fucking God, Louis J. Gomez will answer to anyone with a pulse online as long as you got a little bit of vigor in your post with Louis. He will answer you. Louis will. He don't mind. He takes the time out of his day and everything. And the craziest part is he'll look at your account. He'll go, who's this person I'm dealing with? And he'll see that you have nothing. And then he still wants to punch down on you. He goes, which is whatever. I respect it. I go, don't let the fame get to you, bud. You're just like everyone else. You keep fucking with us. You know what I mean? I go, don't ever change. I go, don't ever change. If he gets as big as Rogan and still acts like that, that's the funniest shit. Could you imagine if Rogan was fucking quote tweeting people like, look at this fucking faggot? You know what I mean? Like,
I think Louis is going to keep doing it.
I hope he does. No matter how famous or rich he gets, I hope he keeps doing that shit. But because of that behavior, look at this post. You go down. The first thing I comment, I go, Louis J. Gomez vibes right here. And then what do I see under Louis LOLing under Tim Butterly's post, right? So I go in there. I go, laugh now, buddy. We're coming for both of you homos, right? I go, you laugh it up now. We're coming for both of you homos. And Lewis even replies to that. Let's see this. Oh, wait. Hold up. My bad. So Lewis, where's his reply? He says something. I think I might have it in my notifications. He said something. I'll get to it later, but he goes, who's we, right? Because I go, we're coming for, there's two of us here, right? I mean, I have Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
So he goes, who's we, right? And I responded back to him. I go, dude, don't think about it too hard. You're going to hurt yourself, right? I go, don't think about it too hard, Lewis. You're going to hurt yourself. And it was the funniest fucking thing. When I said that back to him, I guess Lewis got all pissed off about it. Or maybe he's trying to have fun back. If these guys are trying to have fun back, this is what I want. None of these interactions, like these guys I could care less about any of this shit.
I feel like it's got to be fun.
I hope it's at least fun for them. It's fun as fuck for me. I fucking am getting the hoot out of this, and then I just talk about it on here. It's like, what the fuck, this is great, whatever. So Lewis says, after that, he quote tweets me, right? And he goes, Red Borrowed is watching. Red Borrowed is watching was the second funniest thing I've ever heard him say. The first funniest thing was when we had that clip of him going, we support white power, like, over on fucking, what was it, like Story Wars or some shit like that?
Yeah.
We support white power. He like couldn't bail out of his fucking bit that he was doing. That was like the funniest thing. But this had me dying. Red Borrowed. I was like, dude, that is the funniest fucking shit, dude. To call us Red Borrowed. And I even said to him, I was like, yo, that actually made me laugh hard as fuck. Like, I commented, I don't care. Like I said, I'll comment back and be like, yeah, we can be cool, bro. Like, we can talk shit and be cool as whatever. I'm not afraid of like being friends with them, nor am I afraid of being enemies with any of these. It's like, I do not give a fuck, right? I can't stress that enough. But then what happens after that? What happens after that? Let me re-click on that. Now, what happens after that? Look at what happens when I click on Luis J. Gomez's name. What does it say right here? Luis J. Gomez follows you. After all these interactions, right? Lewis gives me the follow.
Okay.
Lewis gives us Lost Docs Media. He graces us with his follow. Look at this. I love it, dude. So we get to be part of the 1,164 that he's following. We are the 64th. I would imagine, right? Out of that, I would hope we're the 64th. I hope Lewis isn't out there just following every Dick, Tom, and Harry that is out in the fucking world, right? But this is what happens. You poke enough shit at these guys, and, next thing you know, me and Lewis are going to be, like, hanging out, fucking doing Puerto Rican shit together, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, making empanadas or some shit like that. You know what I mean? We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be fucking good friends. Well, why not? I have faith in it, at least. So, what I did was I started fucking around with Tim over that, Tim Butterly. Now, remember, Lewis following me, that whole exchange, that started from Tim, me quote tweeting Tim and him saying, you're not being watched, right? Tim's fucking little gummo looking ass. So, to fuck around with Tim, I quote tweet him saying that about me, right? And I go, imagine your only online flex is dogging a small creator for views. And this is where the joke comes in. I go, my friends and family work hard to pay for their internet to support my fucking habit, okay? Again, insinuating that my friends and family are the only ones who watch, which it's very close to being, that is very close to being true, but it is not. We have at least a couple hundred listeners. Dude, we are hot in Vietnam. It's like Vietnam or something. Remember we were looking at our analytics? We were like really popping off in some crazy fucking country, which we love it. Vietnam, I love sriracha. So I say all that, right? And then I go, Tim Butterly, you better remember this day, right? I go, you better remember that, right? I say that to him, You know, I say that to him with my own 2 fingers. I type that on my keyboard on my phone, right? And it's a joke. Like I say that it's like clearly a joke. It has to clearly be a joke. There's no way that anyone online would not take that as a joke. My friends and family work hard to pay for their internet to support my habit. It's like, come on, dude, really?
Right.
Like, what am I, 13? You think I'm really gonna say that and like be like sincere about it? You know? But Tim fucking felt bad. Tim
Oh.
felt bad, dude. So look, he sees, he quote tweets my quote tweet, right? And he goes, guys, I was out of line yesterday. I really do support small creators going for it. Guys, give Lost Ox a follow. It doesn't cost you anything.
You had a lot going on.
This has been a very interesting weekend for me, to say the least, online. It's not like this isn't the most like exciting thing in the world. It's not like I had these like in-person interactions with these.
Right.
This is nothing but a very minuscule parasocial thing that's happening here, right? This is nothing. These guys are gonna, and this guy 2 hours after this, he forgot about this whole fucking interaction. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not lost on me. I'm not saying that I'm, making imprints on these guys. Tim didn't follow me. Though. And that kind of really upset me. I got the follow from Lewis. I'm gunning for that follow from Tim. And Tim we'll be talking about a little bit later, because I did time code that Lemon Party episode that this whole thing even started from. So let's give it up. That's a little bit of the, I guess that'll be our finger on the pulse segment, because that's essentially what's happening in my life right this very second, So that'll keep us moving on to our next segment, which is this Lev Fur guy. Lev Fur, what the fuck even is a Lev Fur? I said that earlier in the episode, and I'm telling you right now, I mean it. Because even when you see Lev Fur, you go, what the fuck is even that? I look at the guy, I go, I can't tell if he's like a Goomba. I can't tell if he's like a fucking a human hybrid turtle thing or something. He's like fat at times. He's skinny at times. He's greasy at times. Everything. But everyone hates this guy.
Oh.
At least a lot of the online interactions that I see with people.
Okay.
They fucking can't stand this motherfucker. So I started, like I said, it started with someone in the Discord reminding me of this, but I started digging down this like Lev Fur rabbit hole. I started with who he is and where he's from and shit like that. Turns out, dude's from down the way, dude. This motherfucker comes from goddamn Raleigh, man.
Okay.
We're North Kakalakians over here at Lost Ox Media. Undisclosed location in North Carolina, of course. But no, yeah, he's started in Raleigh.
Okay. Wait. Who else is from Raleigh? No, maybe I just keep hearing people going to Raleigh lately.
Yeah.
When they're announcing their shit.
Everyone's going to fucking Raleigh in their tours, Jeff Dye just talked about, he's like, I'm going to the comedy club in Raleigh. They treated me like shit.
One. Yeah.
So it's like Raleigh's a comedy city, at least in North Carolina. That's one that people will pass through a lot. But yeah, this Lev Fur guy, he started in North Carolina. As soon as at least from the bio I read, as soon as he turned 18, dude fucking hightailed it to New York City, trying to make it in comedy, and he's got a little bit of an up and up. You know what I mean? I seen an episode of Protect Our Parks the other day. Shane Gillis was talking about how he brought Lev Fur on little bit of a stadium tour that he's on right now, just to fuck with the guy to get him to do it. Right? He's essentially paying this nigga's rent for the whole goddamn year with these little arena shows that he's doing with him as a gag. But that's not a small deal in the world of comedy, especially for an upcoming comedian like Lev Fur. And then, like I said earlier, I had noticed him in the ATX versus NYC comedy war, and that kind of is where that started. And I want to show you just an example of kind of one of the tweets that I ran across when I first came across him. Again, had him on my radar, did no digging at this point. But this is one of the tweets that he had from his interactions with Lemaire. Right? He's like, Austin, Texas is a better city than New York? Are you out of your fucking mind? Austin is a brown dump filled to the brim with talentless freaks who want to turn their cerebral palsy into a lottery ticket. Now, This is him talking about Kill Tony, obviously, because every fucking freaking geek in Austin is chomping at the bit to hit Kill Tony because that is very true. That is very true. You might as well get to the front of the line if you have any sort of physical or learning disability in you. Front of the line. Like Drew Nickens. You're not very familiar with Drew Nickens, but maybe some of the listeners are. Drew Nickens was a prime example of how you can't just take every retard you see off the street and make him a famous comedian. It's not going to work like that. Just because Tony says so doesn't make it so, right? Drew Nickens was a guy that Tony made a regular, and the guy just fucking ate shit every goddamn chance he could. And rightfully so. The guy was like brain dead, dude. And Tony's putting him on stage. It's like almost like torture, like a social experiment or something on Tony's part. And I'm like, this shit's like kind of not cool. You know what I mean? But Lev has got some heat with this. But this is a very controversial tweet in the world of comedy. You're talking about a whole group of comedians here from a very specific scene that you would very much like to be a part of. Don't forget that, Mr. Fur. Your last name Fur. You know, it's kind of crazy. Lever, Mr. Lever. That was a shitty joke. It's literally a hellscape, he says. Hit some bars and restaurants in New York City, Bubba. You know, he's saying shit like this. You know, this is crazy. But, again, at the time, I didn't think anything of it because I was just like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I just kind of keep him on the back burner in my mind and kind of move on. But when I started digging into him today, one of the first things I checked out was his stand-up special. He has this new stand-up special that just dropped, I think, last month, right? It's called Patchwork. Now, there's a very specific reason why it's called Patchwork. It's called Patchwork because it's literally stitched together. All the fucking jokes are from, like, different times that he was at this comedy store. You can see it, or this comedy club, The Cellar in New York. Very famous comedy club. Let's not get it twisted, right? But see it on the fucking thumbnail? They're all different shots. I thought to myself, the second I watched this, I go, hold up. They're all stitched together like this? I actually had to stop myself and be like, this is literally insane. To do this as a comedy special? Like, what, did you think you were coming up with like, oh, hold up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting fucking my headphone shit tangled up in my goddamn wheels of my chair. Sorry about that. My headphones were getting stuck on the wheels of my chair. But I seen this and I'm like, did he think he was coming up with like some groundbreaking ass idea to stitch all these together? Like there's a reason nobody's done this. Like it's very weird, right? What? Joe List tried something like this where he stitched only two though. And it was at like very specific times in his comedy special. He just did this. It was called Small Ball or some shit. I don't know. But I saw this and I go, this isn't groundbreaking. This is bullshit. Essentially what in my mind was happening here is I go, oh, he took all of his comedy bits that he's been posting on social media and he just put them together lazily and was like, okay, these are the best ones. And I'm going to fucking stitch these together and boom, now I have a comedy special. This bitch is only a half a goddamn hour long, right? But remember what I said about my suspicions, about how I think that this is very much coming from his social media bits, right? So let's check this out. I want to check out the first fucking joke here on Patchwork. We have an ant
problem we're dealing with.
Hold up. All right, first one, let's make sure it's full screen. Starts with nice black fade in. Of course, we love that. I hate a black fade in. If there's no reason for it, why is it there? You don't have any text here. You don't have fucking nothing. It just goes black fade in straight to the like, what the fuck is this? Just start on the frame. Yeah. That to me, it just don't make sense, but that's beside the point.
We have an ant problem we're dealing with, and my girlfriend, she explained to me, she put down poison, she's like, the way it works is the ants pick it up, and they bring it to their queen, and then when the queen dies, the rest of the ants die. And I was like, what if when the queen dies, all the other ants feel like really free? You know, I mean, they have time to find their real purpose in life, you know? They start fucking a bunch of other younger ants. My girlfriend...
Isn't that funny? He's saying it like as if the queen of the ants are like a wife to every ant, right? And he's like picturing every divorced guy out there all of a sudden finding this like clarity when they get divorced, right? bro, 9 out of 10 guys that get divorced, it fucking crushes their whole shit. Like, they're getting raped in the fucking divorce court. Half of their shit is gone, maybe even more a lot of times, you know. It's like, this is like an existential fucking crisis for 9 out of 10 guys going through it. And I'll tell you right now, if Lev was married and going through a divorce, he'd be one of them. He would not be one of the guys taking it on the chin, fucking younger ants. Like he's talking about in this bit, dude. Look at this asshole. You kidding me? I can't tell if he's like Chinese or Korean or fucking Italian or he squints a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like he could be fucking Chinese. I have no idea. And it's really throwing me off because he has this like Ari, I forget that guy, Ari from like the fucking Howard Stern show.
Oh, I don't know that.
Dude, I forget his last name, but he has a body type like that guy. It's fucking throwing me off.
It was like, or maybe they'll just get fat like you did. How about that?
There's the punchline. Let me see. I'm sorry. I caused us to miss it.
Purpose in life, you know? They start fucking a bunch of other younger ants. My girlfriend was like, or maybe they'll just get fat like you did. How about that?
Oh.
So I put a little bit of it in her coffee, and
holy shit, bro. That was amazing. I was like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? No, so on a real note, though, that was like a subpar joke. It was a joke. It made people laugh. You know, he's saying, oh, what happens if you put the ant poison in the colony and it kills the queen and everybody's awesome? And then his girlfriend calls him fat, and he goes, so I took a little bit of that poison, I put it in a coffee. You know, I was straight trying to off that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's like the premise of this joke.
Right.
While I'm watching this, I'm doing more research on Mr. Fur, right? And I'm kind of scrolling through my phone, looking through his Twitter. You go on Twitter, you type in his name. Now it's bringing like tweets that people are mentioning him in and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just kind of reading while I'm like listening to this. Literally, the second that this joke finishes, I'm scrolling through the Twitter. I see him. He posted. Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. It's the wrong one. Oh shit. It actually did click the wrong shit. Hold on 1 second. I still got it. Hold on. We still got it. We got to go to bookmarks. So, like I said, I'm scrolling through it, right? As soon as he finishes, I see this tweet that I'm scrolling. As soon as he finishes the joke, he goes, I put some of the poison in her coffee. It was a fucking tweet that he, like, I guess Tess ran the joke on or something like that, right? And, like, so he tweets it, and then he goes, okay, let's see how many views this gets, how many people react, whatever the situation may be. And then that's, like, your barometer for like testing it out on stage, which is fine if that's like your process, I guess, but I think that that's like the lamest shit in the world.
Also, how you read something and how it's delivered
comes off totally different. And obviously we just listen, he like tweaked it a little bit, you know, it is what it is, but like I just find this to be like the lamest way to go about like testing your bits to see if they work or not. You know, it's like, just do it on stage. If the shit works, it works. What are you fucking tweeting about? Why are you giving us like a sneak preview of your special? You know how fucking pissed off I would be if like I paid for a comedy special or essentially maybe like was waiting for like a famous comedian that I liked to drop their comedy special. And then it finally comes out, and while I'm watching it, I go, wait a minute, those are like, he tweeted that last month. You know what I mean? And I go, hold up. I go, wait a minute, hold on. He tweeted that one 3 months ago. It's like, you know, that would throw me off. Like, I would be like, what the fuck is happening here? You get what I'm saying? Because, like, you're essentially leaking, like, the whole thing. If a movie, like a blockbuster movie, if they just, like, before the movie just leaked out like 1 minute of the movie every fucking like week, and then the movie came out, you know,
like I've seen it.
You'd be like, I essentially seen the movie already. Like, what the fuck am I even? You know, it kind of takes the punch out of the whole thing. You know, at least for me, it takes the wind out of the sail.
So, did you catch this more than once?
I did catch it more than once. It's funny that you mentioned that. You know, Ashley coming in here, man. We got good old Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. Ashley.
So I did catch that more than once. I'll show you this next joke. Now that was the first fucking joke. And I'm talking, I found that damn near immediately. Like he finished the joke, what? Hold on. That joke was like what, 40 seconds long or something like that? Maybe a minute and some change. As soon as the joke was over, I'm like, oh shit, there's the first one, right? So I keep listening, I keep scrolling. I think maybe it's a one-time deal, right? I'm listening, I fucking hear it again. I hear it again. Now listen to this joke.
Did you guys see this week? Trump was like, you can ask me anything. You can ask me about sex. I think he like
the worst Trump in the world. He talks in like a normal voice and just squints his eyes and does this with his hands, and he goes, "Hey guys, I'm Donald Trump." It's like I'm not saying I do a good Trump or anything, but like put some rasp in it or so you have it. You can ask me anything, like give him something, say something. This guy is like just talking in a normal way. He's might as well go, "Hey guys, you could ask me anything." He goes, "Yeah, that's my Trump. How did it come out?" Shane Gillis would be rolling around in his fucking grave if he saw this shit right now. He's not even dead. He would kill himself and then roll around in his own grave if he saw the way that you were fucking doing Trump. And on top of that, think about this. I just got done telling you about how Shane brought him on the road and stuff, right? So what, you doing this bit knowing that Shane's got a fucking Trump in the back pocket coming up, to headline the show? It's like you can't step on the fucking headliner shit. He brought you out here, dog. You got to drop that bit. You got to drop that bit. I'm sorry. Let's see that Trump impression again. That shit was dumb as hell.
It was like, he was like, "You can ask me anything. You can ask me about sex."
You can ask
I think he really wants us to ask him about sex. I would love to just ask him I want to know how he thinks about sex. Just be like, "What is sex?" Let's start there. He's like, "Well, when a man and his daughter have a real connection, and I made a deal. That's what I did. I made a deal."
Now, I don't even believe that happened based off of the tweet version of this joke, which was very, he expanded on it for the stage a lot, right? But when you see the tweet version, which I got to go back through the bookmarks of the fucking bullshit all over again. Hold on one second. So when you see the tweet version of it, it says, "We need to ask Trump about sex." So it's like, I don't even think, did Trump actually even say, like, "Oh, you could ask me anything. You could ask me about sex"? It's like, did he just make the scenario up? Which I get. Comedians do. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world to find out. It's not like you're telling me Santa's not real.
Right.
I'm not going to lose my mind over the fact that your bit was, made up. If it was funny, it was funny. That one wasn't all that funny, but, it is what it is. But this is what I'm saying. To do the test run, you're essentially leaking the fucking thing before it even comes out. Imagine, Eddie Murphy wouldn't do that. I'll tell you, Eddie Murphy wouldn't do that. He'd be killing him softly. Was that the name? I don't know. I don't know the name of Eddie Murphy's special. I don't listen to hip hop. So you get, this is like the type of guy we're dealing with. So right out the gate, I go, okay, well, I'm digging into this dude. And granted, he hasn't done anything all that bad or anything like that, but he's already starting off on the wrong foot. I'm like, that's lame as shit, but not enough for me to say, okay, that warrants all the hate that people give him online. So I keep digging, right? And then I see, what's this next one we got? After Left First stand-up special. Oh, yeah. So I start, doing more digging, finding clips, blah, blah, blah. And I find this clip from After Tonight. You familiar with After Tonight to a degree, right?
Yes.
I know some people that listen are very familiar with After Tonight. This is a show that is still somewhat small, but is also way bigger than ours, But they end up having this guy named Tristan Bowling on the show, right? You can move the mic around. It's fine. As long as you fix yourself. I'm not worried about the noise. But they have this guy Tristan Bowling on, right? And Tristan's another up and coming comedian as well. Even had some talks of Tristan replacing Dave Smith when Legion of Skanks, when he was leaving Legion of Skanks. There was some talks. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I don't know if it did happen or not. I'm still catching up on my Legion of Skanks. Now that Lewis is back on the menu, I'll be catching up on Legion of Skanks. But this fucking Tristan Bowling guy is Lev Fur's co-host on their podcast called Cockfight, I think it's called, which we will now be tuning into every single week, of course. Okay. But I wanted to just share with you this because this is his co-host. This is supposed to be like his buddy, right? And look how he ends up talking about this asshole on air. To essentially what should be like, I'm not talking shit on After Tonight, but to these comedians that are hanging out at the mothership with other famous comedians, touring with people like Shane Gillis, Lev Furs just got done we just got done talking about that again for the third time. These guys, he's on this show essentially talking to him what should be like nobodies. Like you don't have to treat them like nobodies, but they're not like at the same level that you're at, right? So it's like you don't got to spill all of the beans to him, do you? But Tristan does. Listen to the way he talks about his beloved co-host on the one, the only After Tonight. Perfect hair. Tommy After's perfect hair.
If, one word, one sentence, explain what he smelled like. So we'll start with...
So that's the bit. That we're starting out with that kind of bit. This is what you're dealing with on After Tonight. They're asking the questions that matter. They don't want to know any of the behind the scenes. This isn't Joke World where After Tonight is sitting there going, oh, what podcast are you going to be on next week? Oh, is that Joke World? The Joke World fucking is like one step below Mark Norman. It's actually insane. I hate Joke World's mouth. I hate everything about it. So Joke World, or not, Joke World. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. After Tonight, this bit that they're doing, they go, hey, this is the new bit. We're going to give you a list of comedians. We want you to tell us what they smell like because we know that you've been around them in a capacity or two, So that's the bit. What they smell like.
What he smelled like. So I'm going to give you a list of some people, and you just, one word, one sentence, explain what he smelled like. So we'll start with...
It's a great bit. I'm not going to lie. It's a
Tony
funny
Hinchcliffe.
bit.
What he smelled like.
Tony Hinchcliffe. What do you think Tony Hinchcliffe smells like? I want you to take a guess, Ashley. Give me a good one. A solid one. Don't overthink it. First thing that comes to mind.
Cologne.
Too much cologne's not a bad answer. Too much cologne. I think Tony smells like a mix of cologne, men's actual assholes, and a hint of cigar smoke, I think. Yeah, a little bit of cigar smoke in there, So let's hear what Tristan has to say.
That's a good question.
I think
it's more of an enigma because you ever smelt a dream?
Have you ever smelt a dream? Now this is some dick sucky shit right here. Like I was rooting for this fucking guy at first because I knew he talked shit about him in this clip from the context of everything that I was researching. I knew that there was shit talk coming in this clip. I'm rooting for this fucking asshole, right? And the first thing he does is stick Tony Hinchcliffe's fucking weird gay cock all inside of his fucking mouth. This is like, come on, bro. Have some self-respect. What the fuck is this? And then the After Tonight guys sit there and fucking like, come on. You guys gotta say something about this stupid This guy's on my show. This is why maybe we couldn't even have it. Oh, by the way, guys, we are changing the set. After tonight, we're changing the set. No more of this, like, red bar. Well, it'll be a little bit of red bar, just a little bit of red bar. But, we're changing the set, man. We don't want to be Red Bar Road anymore. We're changing the set after tonight. After tonight, we're changing the set. Oh, my God. Isn't that funny? Oh, my God. Guys, it's just coming out of me. None of this is planned. I promise. So this is so funny. After tonight, so you guys gotta say something. This is like, if this guy's on my show and he fucking swallows Tony's cock like that live on air, I'm gonna be like, come, what's with that answer? Be like, that's a little kind of dick ridey, don't you think, to give me an answer like that? What are you afraid of? That, not these two assholes. I mean, what are they afraid of? What, you know what I mean? And I get it.
So
Maybe,
they don't say anything.
I think that honestly, in their defense, not that I'm trying to like shit on them, right? I respect what they're doing. I wholeheartedly do. But I think their goal is to actually make this like a late night talk show. So you kind of want to be a little respectful in that,
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel wouldn't be anywhere if he just attacked every guest that came on his show. You get what I'm saying? So I get what they're trying to do, but if I'm in this position, I'd be like, whoa, what's up with all the fucking dick riding all of a sudden? Like, come on. We asked you what he smelled like. You didn't have to go and swallow his balls in the middle of the fucking shit.
That's the essence that he gives off. You're smelling a dream, and it's a dream that's coming true.
Fucking kill me, dude.
A dream.
A dream.
I agree with that.
Did you agree?
Next is David Lucas.
David, what?
Nightmare.
Have you ever smelled, like I said, a sleep?
Have you ever smelled fried chicken? David Lucas is this fat black comedian who's a regular from Kill Tony as well, who now has his own flourishing career. He's supposed to be second in command as far as roast comics go, in second of Tony. Tony is supposed to be the best roast comic ever, right? So David Lucas is this fat black guy. I'm Tristan in that moment. I go, you ever smell fried chicken and watermelon? Like, just to fuck around with them like a little bit. Not even to try to actually make it any racist thing, but it's a joke. You have to throw that in. Like, come on. I throw that in, I start laughing. I go, no, but for real. He smells like coconut oil. I say something else. Like
paralysis demon.
Nightmare.
Nightmare, he says. This is what Tommy thinks.
Have you ever smelled, like I said, a sleep?
That's what Tommy thinks David Lucas smells like, is a nightmare. Which he's not far off. David Lucas has to smell like utter shit, in my opinion. But let's hear. Tristan, take it away. Will he suck David Lucas's cock?
Paralysis demon.
Right.
It's like no. And I ran into David Lucas.
This nigga taking
recently,
shots in the
mostly because he was blocking the cargo hold of Madison
See,
Square
I
Garden.
fuck with this guy.
But
in his bowling outfit.
I fuck with this guy because he looks like a wild card. He looks like he would do some dumb shit in the middle of the goddamn live stream. I guarantee you. I've not watched much of After Tonight. I've only kind of dabbled, in there. I'm not an After Tonighter or whatever you would call those people, right?
But I like After Tonighter.
You might be an After Tonight, or you are one.
No.
Oh, you could be.
I like that name.
I
like that little name.
After Tonighter is not a bad name, right? You can 100% tell. Seeing him take shots in the corner like that, his bowling glove, he's got a fucking shirt on, the whole nine. You can tell that Tommy is constantly having to put him in line. At the very least, seldomly. He has to like put him in line or kind of be like, hey, reel it back a little bit. I could see him being the wild card. First of all, check the exposure on this nigga's camera. After Tonight, completely blown the fuck out. The guy, you can't even read the shit, right? They make tools in the camera so that you can check the exposure in situations like this, my friend.
He doesn't care.
On top of that, hey, my dude, you got two eyes smack dab in the middle of your whole ass dome piece, right? You could be staring at your screen and going, looks overexposed. Might have to turn the fucking gain down or something like that on the camera. You know what I mean? It's like we have methods to fix this. Meanwhile, Mr. Afters is over here looking professional as shit. Got the whole goddamn green screen set up. He even has it cut off at like a nice spot to where like it doesn't look completely off-putting. You get what I'm saying? Like, because he's clearly cut off, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's got it going Boss Nova, and you got this wild card over here with the bowling outfit trying to hit strikes in the middle of the goddamn show. And I love it. I like that, to be honest. I think I would watch the show just to see him, to see if he does anything stupid during the show. You know, that'd be funny as hell.
No, I would say he smells like a jerky he's sponsored by.
Oh,
jerky,
Jack
okay.
Links. Okay.
There you go. That's a decent answer.
Left fur. What he smell like?
Hold up. This is your
Left fur
co-host.
smells like a guy trying to play the trumpet. I mean, it's really a disappointing smell. It smells like
That was a trumpet. That was left fur just now. Left fur smelling.
spit valve.
Ooh, you said he smelled like a spit valve. This is your co-host. Imagine somebody asked me how you smelled. And I said, well, actually smells like a goddamn spit valve.
That's disgusting.
You'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man? I would be. I'd be like, yo, dog, I get that we're cool. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, of course it's fun, but this is the comedic sense. This is not like he's on Ellen,
right?
And they're asking him, yo, what's the deal with this, right? Like, it's not a serious situation. It's all a fucking joke, you know? It's a little backstabby, whatever you want to call it, but he's joking around about the guy.
Pointing smell. It smells like a spit valve. But it also smells like someone pining for the respect of other comedians.
Now that's the one that really gets you. You see what I'm saying here? Now that's the one where you go, hey, nigga, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm pining for the respect of other comedians. What the fuck kind of shit is this, man? And they talked about it a little earlier in the show, is because this Lev Fur guy had like a beef with Jeff Dye, like a very brief beef on Twitter. And they had brought it up, and he was like, yeah, but Lev Fur is essentially Jeff Dye. He goes, he'll just mold into who he needs to be to kind of get by. And it's essentially what he was saying. I'm not verbatiming the guy, but it's essentially what he was saying. Is that even though he had that beef with Jeff Dye, him and Jeff Dye are very similar in a lot of ways. Assimilation being fucking one of them. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of where he this insult right here is coming from, is him saying, oh, he also smells like a guy who's pining for the respect of other comedians. Look at the guy that's saying this about his friend. Looks like he just got done banging 3 bags of fucking heroin. I like him, though. If you're willing to fucking out your boy like that in the middle of the goddamn podcast, you cool in my book. Out me. Fuck it.
But it also smells like someone pining for the respect of other comedians.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. What about
that ought to do
Luis J. Gomez? What he smell like?
I mean, I'm sure you can find the candles coming to you soon, but it's Body Brain Coffee. It's
Body Brain.
Absolutely.
Luis J. Gomez.
There's a difference between coffee smell and Body Brain coffee smell. And
Luis J. Gomez. It's another one you got to suck dick for, because Luis runs Skankfest. Now, Tristan, if you want to be invited to Skankfest next year, do not forget to glaze Luis if he's ever brought up, right? Also, don't forget to promote that Body Brain Coffee, my nigga, because if you don't, you ain't coming back next year. You smell me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you soon, but it's Body Brain Coffee. It's
Body Brain.
Absolutely. There's a difference between coffee smell and Body Brain coffee smell.
Shut the fuck up.
The reason why is because it's available methane gas. There is a spewing of methane gas that once you light the candle, it eventually ignites and explodes your living room. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get my hands on more of that, man. I didn't know it was so powerful.
Yeah. It improves your testosterone. It improves the testosterone in the air, which that's what they call it, but it's actually methane gas that could actually kill you and your kids.
That's all that.
Who's the best?
What's Luis always say in there? He's like, it's got like ashwagandha or some crazy ass shit, Sheila G, or I don't know. He always says some weird fucking thing that's in the coffee. Turns out it smells like methane gas, which if you don't know at home, smells like farts. Okay? It's literally what methane gas smells like.
Smelling per celebrity you've been in touch with.
Wow, wow, West.
The best smelling celebrity I've been in touch. Honestly, I was doing a weekend with Josh Wilf, and
don't know who that is. Don't give a fuck. Let's go on to the next time code. Oh, This was it. Worst smelling comedian, Lev Fur. So he's sitting there talking about, but this expands more. He goes deeper into this Lev Fur shit. I want to skip ahead a little bit.
Well,
I have to pee too.
Me too.
We're already at a pee break. I'm dying.
Contact with, which is tough. But honestly, just from like the fold standpoint, I'd have to say Lev Fur. Like
Lev Fur's the worst smelling one. That was the question he asked him. Because remember we said, well, who's the best smelling one, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, who's the worst smelling one? He says it's Lev Fur. Now listen to all the shit he says after, and then we'll take a piss break.
Really is it is from, because it's like a multi-stage rocket. Really, it's like he comes in and it's the breaching of the atmosphere. You smell the initial cologne, and then once he breaches the atmosphere and sits next to you, you smell the ham. The ham comes through.
It breaks through the barrier.
It breaks through the barrier. You see like the air cone funneling around him as he comes to sit down. And then as soon as he breaks the shock wave, it is straight up ham. And honestly, we've had howling.
He gets deeper. It's like another one of those like deep cuts. I forget what it is exactly that he said.
I know what this smells like.
What, the hammy smell that he's talking about?
Like overly cologned and then the hammy smell of someone. Yes.
You've smelled that before.
I can imagine what yes.
Ooh, so this one really must be getting to you, this distinction that he's making right here. That ought to do him. That ought to do him.
Dogs at the base of our podcast studio based off of his ham smell. Wow. It's really, it's not only, it tracks him for a mile, and it's unfortunate just because I feel like he could be using it to his advantage if he worked in a deli or something like that. But instead, he's made the foolish decision of becoming a comedian despite everybody's opinion.
Of course.
Despite everyone's opinion, this motherfucker, bro. That is nuts, bro. You going crazy.
I would be mad at him.
Dude, Lev Fur gets mad at him. Lev Fur gets pretty goddamn mad at him. We're gonna watch that clip a little later. Let me check this soundbite again. It keeps that little like at the end. I gotta trim it down a little bit. We'll get to that a little later. Now, we got some other shit going on here over at Lost Docs Media. But yeah, he says that about fucking Mr. Lev Fur, and Lev has words to say about it, and we're gonna be watching that clip right after we hit this bathroom break. So for those of you watching, thank you for joining us. We're gonna turn on the music here and hit a little bit of a bathroom break, and we'll be right back on Lost Docs Media. Hold up, we're coming back. Yo, isn't that insane? Holy hell, guys! I gotta say, we gotta apologize. There has been like crazy amounts of chats go. I mean, it's not the craziest chat we've ever had, but I'm just now seeing all of these chats in here. First one that has my attention here is man saying fucking stop saying the N-word. It's not funny, bro. These niggas is wilding in the goddamn chat, bro. And then this other guy, shirt too big. I love that. This guy doing a little ode to Jeff Dye. Shirt too big. I love that, I love that. The classic Butterly back down. These guys are fucking having a good-ass time in here. I'm sad that we're not seeing it until now because we're kind of coming on the ass end of our last segment here. But this is funny as hell, dude. Oh, what else are they saying? Ashley's the mastermind, they're saying in this shit. Some of these comedians are on Twitter and Discord all day, dude. That's Wolfman Jeff. I hope you're still in the chat. I just want to say hi to everyone. I'm sorry. This shit didn't load. The whole time we've been watching, we've been live. It's been saying 0 people on YouTube. None of the chat's been loading. Now, I literally was like, "Oh, we're just talking into the void today."
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So I apologize for everyone that's been talking to us, and you know what I mean, having a good old time in the chat because we love the fact that you guys are in there hanging out. So if anyone appreciates you, it's 100% me. I appreciate you. So. Let's now that we got the chat going, let's dive back in to this Lev Fur. So now before I start, before we finish this out, this Lev Fur, I do want to say after that, remember I mentioned, I go, okay, Lev did talk some shit to Tristan about this, and we have the clip, right? After Tonight did cover the clip that we're about to watch. So I don't want to sit there and say, like, oh, we're breaking something, right? Because why wouldn't After Tonight cover it? They had Tristan on, then they catch wind about the clip, and it has to do with them, what he said on their show. They're, of course, going to bring that up, right? But we are not After Tonight. Their fucking reaction to it and everything was essentially revolving around them and them being like, look, we're getting brought up. Oh, they're saying that they're talking about us in the Shane Gillis group chat that's going, you know, which congrats on them. Guys, we would love nothing more than for our show to be talked about in Shane Gillis's group chat and getting everybody pissed off, right? So I congratulate them on that. But we're still going to talk about it because we're covering the bullshit that is Lev Fur. Because trust me when I say, we talked about how this is a joke. This whole thing is supposed to be funny. Lev Fur is just talking some shit. Now, he did have some deep cuts in there, right? There's a couple deep cuts, right? But you should be able to take it on the chin. And if at the very least, if you can't, in my opinion, I don't think it should be something that you should hash out on the podcast, right? You know what I mean?
Oh.
And this is what happened. This is why I say we got the clip, you know? So they had, let me see, I got to find it real fast. So talk shit on After Tonight. Lev Fur freaking out on his co-host. Now, before we get into this, this is a point that we're going to touch on the end of this segment. This is a clip that I found that somebody ripped from their Patreon. This is from the Cockfight Patreon, right? And this person that ripped it did some bullshit commentary on it. Now, when I say bullshit, I don't mean like the commentary sucks or anything. I mean, when people were posting this clip, Lev Fur started copyright striking all of them. So the guy did some bullshit commentary over the clip so that it's transformative, so that it can't be copyright stricken, right? Because this is coming from their Patreon. So Lev, and dude, when I show you guys this a little later, Lev was not just using YouTube's copyright strike system. He's copyright striking people posting this on Twitter, the whole, like he's going to every lengths of the earth to try to cover this one interaction that he had with his co-host up. That's how it feels like to me, right? And After Tonight touched on that when they covered this as well. But again, I want to just tell you, this is our coverage of it. We're not mentioned in this clip, so we're going to cover it for what it actually is, not the celebration of us getting mentioned. Again, no disrespect to After Tonight. They had a different mind space when they covered it, right? So let's check it out.
Check it out. This is commentary that I'm putting over this video, so you can't copyright strike me, Lev.
Isn't that funny as hell, dude? That's so funny. Yo, you can't copyright strike me, Lev. It gets even funnier, dude. It gets even funnier. Listen to what he says right now.
I guess Lev Fur is copyright striking people, but this is commentary, so therefore I'm protected by Uncle Sam, bitch.
There's no way that we could get into our beef without it just me sounding like such a fucking.
You are a bit of a.
That should be reflected.
No, but I do have a.
I can't bring this up without.
Now let's that. Tristan's about to touch on this. So this is a very good point. He goes, I can't bring up this beef without sounding like a total fucking faggot, so don't bring it up. If that's the way you have to start it, just put it back in your pocket. Nobody needs to see this. You know, it's like you showing up to a party with like an actual ham and cheese in your pocket. You pull it out in the middle of the party. If you have a good enough friend, he stops you and goes, put that back. You know what I'm saying? And this is what should have happened with Lev. He should have put this ham sandwich back in his fucking pocket the second that Tristan said this, but no, he wanted to dig this shit up. And the funniest part about this was something that I caught from After Tonight's coverage. This was at the very beginning of their Patreon episode, meaning that they went through a whole regular episode recording, and Lev was just chomping at the bit to bring this shit up on the paywalled version, right? You know, he goes, oh, we got a little protection. We're bringing this up on the paywalled version. Put this shit out in the goddamn air, bro. You want it? So Lev treats him like a fucking total dick. Watch.
looking like a crybaby.
But no, but it's the same reason.
The text that I got from him at like 9:58, which I didn't even know was available for him.
I wasn't even asleep yet.
Of course not.
You were still.
I was about to fall asleep, and then someone sent me that, and then I spent 40 minutes going, God damn it, and then having to text you. So
think about what Lev just said. Somebody sent him that clip, which I get it, had a couple, shitty things, but he stewed on it for 40 fucking minutes. 40 minutes. I've never done anything for 40 minutes. I've literally never done not a single fucking thing for 40 minutes straight. I don't know if that's ADHD, whatever you want to call it. I've never done not one thing. If anyone even says wait here for 45 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Something in the middle. Fuck all that. Right? He stewed on this for 40 minutes. And then he goes, I'm going to text Tristan, man. Fuck this guy. He texts the guy.
But I love that now he's.
And then, I'm sorry, I'm pausing a lot. And then to be even worse, he's texted, the whole text exchange, that's it, should have been done. He texted him about it, right? What the fuck you bringing it up again for?
Can't let it go.
If I'm Tristan, I go, what, the text exchange wasn't the end of it? Really? You're going to do this now? What, for some content? Okay. I would have made him look like an asshole. Tristan doesn't do that because Tristan's the king of the walk back right now. This shit's crazy.
What pod was it, by the way?
It's some new red bar.
It's like a new red bar, and so the
new red bar.
The reason why I got
new red bar.
Dead.
Anyways, they spent literally
the show called
New Red Bar. I like that. Yeah, Red Bar. We're leaving Red Bar.
Called New Red Bar.
He's on for.
I can't wait to change the set. I really can't. After tonight, we're changing the set.
For an hour, he spent about 20 minutes talking about me.
Brought up the you and Jeff Dye beef.
Which isn't a beef. It was me making one tweet at Jeff Dye.
In the whole
you are such a gay fake. And you're like, Jeff is awesome. I respect him as a comedian.
The whole show.
And now I'm pulled back into shit and go Jeff Dye, which I bet he's a nice guy.
Look at that walk back in real time. That shit happened. Look at how big of a fucking pussy this guy is. You fucking calling out your fucking little man friend over here. This guy looks like he's strung out on heroin. You thought the last fucking shit I was telling you. Remember, he's like sitting in the camera looking like this. He's like, I think Left first smells like shit. He's like nodding out and shit. He's like, oh, hold up. We're still doing the show? And now he looks even worse. He looks like he sold the rest of his clothes that he was wearing when he was on After Tonight. And now he's homeless. Look at this motherfucker, bro. It's funny as hell, this just looking at him in this situation, and then he's getting torn apart by this fat fuck, right? This is so funny, though, because when After Tonight covered this, the wild card, the fucking wild card dude in the corner, I don't know his name. It might be like Mark or some shit like that. So the Mark guy, he goes, he stops and he goes, he's lying. It was 2 fucking tweets back and forth at Jeff, and they were actually very, I don't know, harsh or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? So he already called Lev out in that moment, right? So Lev is essentially lying right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then even after lying, he still does a walk back and he goes, it wasn't a beef, man. And now you got me talking shit about him again, and he's probably like a nice fucking guy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're a fucking bitch. Just live on it. Why can't anyone live? I see Jeff die tomorrow after talking some shit. I spit in his fucking face. Why would you walk back? What are we walking back? Why? You know? I won't actually spit. That's a lot of jail time for a little bit of nothing. You know, you spit on something. You know that's assault?
To spit on someone?
To spit on. You didn't know that?
No.
I'm dead ass. If you spit on somebody, that is assault. They could be like, yo, police, look, the spit right here, swab it, test it for DNA, they put you away. You're fucking done.
What's the name of the show?
It's called After Tonight. Yeah.
Anyway, so he spends about 20 minutes talking about me in a quite dismissive, this guy is such an idiot, and...
You can't do it. Lev's going to call you on it.
Yes, my commentary at this point of the video is that Lev sucks.
Hell yeah.
I hate Lev Fur. You can't copyright strike me because this is commentary, bitch. Suck on that.
I'm not talking shit.
It wasn't even talking shit.
That commentary is the best
Yes.
shit ever, bro. That's what we should just make our comment. This show should always be an hour and a half to 2 hours of just me sitting here in silence, watching the most popular thing that's out right now, every now and then pausing, coughing into the mic, and going, "This shit sucks," and then
keep going.
play again.
It was super hyperbolic.
I've heard.
I was saying that
tone.
you're pining after other comedians' respect, which you know.
Yeah, he
I
goes,
know.
describe Lev. He goes, pining after comedians' respect. It's like,
Wait, when did this come out? This only came out 2 days ago?
something
Yeah,
like that, yeah.
came out on Saturday
They said
night.
it's about the tone. And my thing to him was like,
Uh-oh.
hey man, if you
It's
knowingly
about the tone.
are going on like a red bar type show, you should be like, oh, about your friends, you're going to like make your friends look good.
No.
You are such a
The gayest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You're gonna go make your friends look good. Come on, man. What the fuck? He's like literally, he kind of just explained it like for himself. He goes, you going on a show where they talk shit about comedians. You should do the total opposite of that. You should go in there and just throw a wrench in the whole goddamn show. Just do exactly the opposite of what they want you to do. What if you did that with every show that they invited you on?
Nobody would invite you.
Nobody would invite you on there again, right? So he goes on the show, he plays into what the show is fucking there to do, you know, and he leaves. He gets his exposure. Everyone, you know, glazes him on his way out. Tony Hinchcliffe smells like a dream, and then that's it. It's over. Instead, you stewed on it for fucking 2 days and 40 minutes. And then you texted this asshole back. You know, come on, dude.
And you still don't do that.
Comedian
you don't do
shit
that
talk.
to your
That's
boys.
what we do. We shit talk, and that was a
You don't-
hyperbolic situation where I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, Lev, I watched.
Well, I know
it.
you're.
Hold on. I want to see something. Wolfman Jeff is saying that he sent a video in the Discord. I want to check that out. Is my Discord even logged in on this computer? I would imagine it has to be relevant to this. So I want to see what he just sent me.
I don't know why, but she said his name the last time.
A red bar.
Red bar.
Oh, God. Oh, that's funny as hell, dude. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta like bring it over to this screen. I don't want to like fucking out my DMs with Wolfman though. Let me just download it. Fuck it. Oh, that's so funny. Everyone's sitting here talking about Red Bar like that, bro. Look at this. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Look at this video.
I don't know why, but she said his name the last time.
A red bar.
Red bar.
Red bar.
Red bar's like dead.
Red
Turn
Bar's
out the
like that.
lights.
Oh, it's almost.
That was Mike David in the back. What the fuck? Look, that was. Oh God. Look at the face that he chose for that. That's so funny. This episode, Mike bought the same exact vest that Tony Hinchcliffe always wears on fucking Kill. Tony Hinchcliffe like stopped wearing that vest after Mike was making fun of it. Oddly enough, is that a coincidence? I do not know. Look at Mike David, bro. We miss you, Mike. Come back to us, please. There's 11 seconds left in this. What happens after it goes black?
Oh, it's almost like your consequences have actions.
Oh, that was it. It's almost like your consequences have actions. No, that's true. That is, dude. I like that from Wolfman Jeff. It is almost like your consequences have actions. Get my downloads folder off the screen. You guys seeing all my porn I'm downloading off the interwebs? No, that's funny, dude. Say his name enough. You say Red Bar 3 times in a mirror, and that motherfucker. That's how it used to be. Now it actually. I mean, he's dead. Let's be real. You got the one guy in the chat. You see his name?
Yeah, I see
Red
that.
Bar is dead. Guys, don't say that, please. Let's listen to this.
You are a little.
I watched him eat an entire cow, hoof and all.
That would not bug me at all. That has shit like that would never bug me. What would bug me is you being like rolling your eyes and going like, "Oh, he's so fucking stupid," and like, and he's going, and all of our comments.
Never
he literally
once
goes,
You're a big dumbass.
Never once said you were stupid.
You are so.
and, he goes, and all of our comments, he's like, I don't know what he did, but they all hate him. Like they really hate him. He's like getting into one guy's hate comment.
Funny. It's funny.
He's laughing at your mistake.
No, I think it's kind of funny to like. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't say that, but that is fun. I can see why you're mad.
Yeah,
You can
but
see
he
both
goes,
sides.
It's funny.
Everybody having a good old time except Lev. I'm the butt of the joke, man. This shit ain't cool. It's not fucking cool, man. Lev's looking like a total puss right now, bro. I knew there was something off about this fucking asshole.
I'm laughing because it is funny.
It's 20 minutes of
It's
that.
funny because you shouldn't.
And he's not being funny. He's speaking. It's not like a silly like I'm fucking. He's like speaking in this tone where he's like contemplative and like yeah. He's
I hope I don't go down that road.
Hey, don't get him.
But
like,
you know what? There is a deep thing of like he didn't.
Oh wait, was that the fight? No, that wasn't it. This guy in the chat's throwing me off. Sorry,
Sam, that's not true. You are a dumbass. Did that hurt?
No.
Did you hit up your group?
Because I do think I'm a dumbass. I don't have a problem with
You
that.
just don't want him.
At this point of the video, I disagree with what's going on. That's criticism of the video. That means that you can't copyright strike me, Lev Fur, you fucking bitch.
You can't copyright strike him, Lev Fur, you fucking bitch. Look at him, dude. Lev is a fucking treasure right now. And the guy commentary in this is fucking great, dude. The name of the channel is called like CJ's Clipatorium. It's like 4 fucking videos that are just like this. It's like videos that people tried to scrub and the guy's like, nah, we ain't letting these go. It's just literally only 4 videos on his channel. This one right here had less than 200 views. It's like, I don't know if the guy like hid his channel from like search results or whatever, but like I had to find this clip on Twitter.
Oh,
you know,
it's just you shouldn't. If somebody asks you, like, you should go, "He's a dumbass, but I love him."
Sure.
Done. If I played you, you should listen to it on your way home. You would literally be on the train laughing to yourself, going, "Yeah, this doesn't really sound good."
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's such a bad tone. Like,
It's
if,
all-
if you're willing to talk about this on podcasts like this, it's like, oh, and then the other
It's on the Bit podcast where everything you're saying is a bit. It's hyperbolic and it's blown way out of proportion.
This is it's almost like your consequences have actions, and if you're talking shit about the people that help you openly and publicly and with that kind of tone, they might get upset with you.
He helps you. He helps you.
Never said he didn't.
That's very, very fucked up to do. To throw the help in someone. This is why I don't like getting help from people. I've said this to you a million fucking times. Anytime somebody like offers you help when you don't ask for it, do yourself a favor and just don't even fucking take it. Because there's always the risk, even if it's fucking minimal, there's always the risk that asshole is going to throw it in your face and it's going to make you just resent that person. Trust me, I've lost out on good friendships over shit like this. Over, hey, I'll help you, and then ripping the fucking parachute out from under you when you fucking need it the most. You know what I mean? It's like shit like that. And this is essentially what he's doing right here. That shit rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Seeing a guy like this throw some shit in your face like that, like, oh, I helped you. And Shane Gillis is helping you with this arena bullshit. Essentially paid your fucking rent for the next year. You said it yourself. So, like, you know, should Shane throw that in your face? You said Austin sucks ass. Shane lives there, right? Should Shane fucking throw his help in your face, Mr. Fur? That name sucks ass. What kind of name is that?
There's so many of them.
Lev Fur is like, and then this guy, Tristan Bucket, or whatever his name is. Tristan Bowling or some shit like that. Larry Buckets. And then this guy's name is Colum Terrell. Like, does anybody in this fucking place have a fucking name from like the Webster's Dictionary? These are all named after like shit. Like, this guy's named after a column. This guy is fucking going bowling, and this asshole's name sounds like Lever. Every one of these assholes has a fucking stupid, fucked up name. What nationality is even the last name Fur? Is it like a...
I can actually find this information out for you. I know somebody that wrote a whole book about that last name.
We got about the last name Fur?
Yeah.
F-E-R?
No, I don't think that's how he spells it.
Oh, so it's probably not the same then. But I gotta know, like, is this a stage name? That I don't know yet. I haven't found that information. But Lev Fur is, like, stupid as fuck to even say. Like, I don't know. I was checking the chat. You could say something if you... I don't know. Okay. So let's continue.
Never said he didn't.
No, but you did actually. You did. So you're. This is where I'm gonna sound like such a fucking gay hierarchical fuck.
Well, you are a gay hierarchical.
Yes, sure, but I'm not trying to be.
but I'm not trying to sound like that.
I'm not trying to be.
Oh, was it when I said that we were peers?
This is another thing he said.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. And again, this is gonna be so hateable, but I'm just gonna get it out. The one of the guys goes, I don't get, like, he's like, Lev kind of talks like to you like you're younger than him. He's like,
you do that.
Sure.
You talk down to me, Con.
Says it. Oh, you do that, Lev.
What the fuck?
Now the other guy is. This is the other co-host. They
Right.
do the show together. If anybody would know that, it'd be the guy that you spend that time with, right? Every week. On top of that, you guys probably do shows together. Also, it's not like Colin doesn't know you. You know? It's not like Mr. Beam doesn't know you. Mr. Support Beam. Support Beam Terrell. That's what I got to name this guy. Support Beam Terrell. That fight, I actually think I got the vest wrong. That's why I was saying the chat is throwing me off, because maybe they're saying it's a vest from Fight Club. I thought it was the same vest that Tony Hinchcliffe had or something. I don't know. I don't fucking keep up with my vest. Fight Club vest, Tony Hinchcliffe vest. A vest is a vest is a vest, right? But I like it.
100%.
You talked to them
100%.
Constantly. It's crazy.
Can't even hear you from up here, kid.
Bothersome.
So, and he goes, and I don't get that. You guys are like on the same shows? And he goes, yeah, I know. He goes, what's the deal with that? He's like, he acts like he's like further than me or whatever. And like this is the shit he's saying. Again, like this conversation.
This is also the stuff that's been said on this podcast. You
Let
pretending to be older when you're 29, I'm 27.
Let me get
it makes no sense. We're in the same high school.
This is it, yeah.
Him, like, even having this conversation
you
of
can't
like,
listen.
he like kind of talks down to me on another podcast is crazy. Let's start there. Anyway, so he's having all these conversations about how like he's we're equals and this and that, which is like, sure.
He keeps saying that as if they're not equal. And even Colin sitting there going, you are. He goes, sure. Why? Because you're like, Lev like mentioned that he's in some like group chat with Shane Gillis and a couple other famous people. When this guy Bowling was on After Tonight, he mentioned that. He goes, I'm not in the group chat, but Lev is, right? So it's shit like that he's probably constantly bragging about in front of this guy, and that's what they're saying right here. Even in this moment of them confronting you with that shitty trait that you have, they're literally putting the mirror up to your face. In this very moment, you still can't listen, which is what Colin points out. And then he says, you are equals. You're not equals. What are you, the comedy club owner all of a sudden? You're a comedian. He's a comedian. You're equals. That's it. Even in that moment, he can't shake the ego. He goes, yeah, sure. Come on, dog. Come on, doggy. You fucking crazy.
Like, he's, we're equals and this and that, which is like, sure. But
you're all in the, we're all in like the C League.
Then I scroll up
the league
to every fucking text he sent me, and it's every one of them is, can I open for you here? Hey, what's the date on this thing? Can I open for you there? Hey, do you mind if I open for you there? It's like, we're not on the same shows. We're not at all. If we are on the same shows, it's because I'm letting you open for me. So
nice, fair. I never said you.
But is that what you?
Wait, what did he say? I was reading the chat. What the fuck did he just say?
Hey, do you mind if I open for you there? It's like, we're not open up
the league
to every fucking text he sent me, and it's every one of them is, can I open for you here? Hey, what's the date on this thing? Can I open for you there? Hey, do you mind if I open for you there? It's like, we're not on the same shows. We're not at all. If we are on the same shows, it's because I'm letting you open for me.
God damn! What the? I'm leaving the podcast. At that point, I'm out.
Right.
At that point, I'm out of there. Look at how fucking defeated this asshole looks over this. He is going to shoot up some heroin tonight. After tonight. He's going to shoot up some heroin. After tonight, this nigga's dead. He's going to shoot. Now I can't stop saying nigga because the person in the chat was like, stop saying nigga. Shut the fuck up.
So nice, fair. I never said you.
But is that what you represented?
Oh
like
my
on this
God.
show?
What I was representing.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm not, if we're equals, stop asking me for shit.
We're on
like,
the same
I fucking sent your tape into this place, and like all these things, I go to my just be like, oh, let me help this kid out.
Good guy.
Bring him to open, I'll double his pay. Is my rent behind? Yeah, but fuck it, I'll see what little I can add on. And then he's like to
Lev Fur graciously handing fucking this guy, dude. He's a Kill Tony fucking. I think he was like a golden ticket winner or some shit like that. Just off of the Kill Tony shit alone, this guy is probably living. You know, he's probably at least making a living off of comedy. It's like that kind of shit. And this, what did I literally just say in the last time I paused it? Do not accept the help, bro. Dude, just don't even fucking do it. This is right then and there. I'm done with you, bro. I want to shoot a bag of heroin for fucking Mr.
He's
Bowling.
just over there shaking.
That's what I'm saying.
Popping his knee. I can see it.
My man looking scrawny, bro. He looking scrawny. And a small, skinny guy like this always gets that mustache that sticks out like 14 feet from their face. You ever notice that? Yeah. They always have a mustache or like some facial hair that sticks outward like way too goddamn much. You go, hey, look, you guys in the chat saying shirt too big. Mustache out too far. I don't, you know what I mean? What the fuck is this?
Then go on and talk about me in that tone in these ways is like crazy. And like I said, I've totally.
When saying we're on the same shows, I mean.
What shows are we on?
This one, dickhead. But I'm saying podcast.
That's not what.
Got him. Okay, got him. Let's get, dude, Mr. Wait, Okay, anyway. Bowling. I like that. Give it back to him.
They meant shows I'm
that's
talking
not
about.
what anyone meant.
Well, that's what I meant. We're on the same shows as in
no,
I'm your co-host on this show.
Like my point is, if we are completely same level, everything, stop asking me for shit because I don't ask you for fucking anything. But it's like constantly like literally 4 dates in a row. Of like, okay, I can open on this.
Relax.
Yeah, I'm just making a point.
Yeah, I'm just making a point, dude. This guy. I mean, we don't have time to finish the whole clip. I want to show you some of the fucking copyright shit before we move on, and then we're gonna take a small break and move on to our Lost Boys episode. We're getting ready to release all those Lost Boys episodes and do the website maybe next week or the week after. But yeah, they are correcting me. It was a Fight Club vest. Red Bar found out about it, bought it. That's what he was wearing on the show. It's funny. Wolfman Jeff is like, up yo autism, bro. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not retarded. I need to get retarded. That's why that song, the Black Eyed Peas, let's get retarded. So I just want to show you guys that clip. Like, you can watch the rest of it yourself, guys. Find it. It's CJ's Clipatorium. You can try to find that on YouTube. It's like a hidden gem on YouTube or something. Clipatorium, yeah. But I'm telling you, Left First trying to copyright shit like that. We're gonna show you guys the copyrights, and then we're gonna end this public episode and take a small break. But I want to show you guys that real fast. Look at this. So this was a guy named Doom over here on Twitter, right? The guy apparently posted something from that clip, like that same episode, right? Posting about it. Lev DMs the guy. Says, hey, dog, you can't leak our paywall Patreon content online. Please remove it within the next couple of minutes so I don't have to report it, he says. Okay. So this... Oh, a little late on the soundbar. I thought it crashed on me. So that's fucking, like, you DMing people now off of it. It's like, let it go, dude. Yeah. Let it, and to sit there and say, like, oh, it's behind a paywall and blah, blah, blah. Bro, transformative use, like, I'm sorry, dude. You're going to have to, like, let that shit go. And then on top of that, it's like, we're all essentially YouTubers. Like, at the end of it, if you think about it, right? Like, Left Fur might be a comedian, but he's got a podcast on YouTube. He's posting his specials on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. He's promoting clips on YouTube. He's a fucking YouTuber. You get what I mean here? And, like, YouTube 101 is, like, don't copyright each other's shit like that. Do you know how many times I could have copywritten, like, a video? There's this fucking faggot named Lion Meows that covered our video, like, a couple months back. You remember that?
I do.
Guy is the biggest homo I've ever seen online, and I got him in the back pocket, too. I've been looking at his oh-so-boring comment. Listening to that guy do commentary on a fucking video is like listening to paint dry. That's his voice is like the audio equivalent of that. It's fucking nuts, dude. Anyway, I digress. It's just like you don't copyright people. The guy covered my video. He said 5 words the whole fucking clip. You know what I mean? I didn't sit there and, like, give him hell for it, As a matter of fact, I thanked the guy. I said, thanks for the exposure. You want to come on the podcast? Crickets. Could only imagine a little guy like that coming on a show. Like, I'd be like, why do you talk like you're retarded? Like, why is that? So Lev, he makes this threat right after. Look at this. Guy's video gets taken down. And this is off of Twitter. This isn't him using YouTube's copyright system, which YouTube's copyright system is very easy to use if you're the one who's making the claim, right? It doesn't take nothing to fucking copyright claim a video, even if it's not yours. But Twitter, I don't know the process about that. I'm sure it might be easier. But it's like people don't do this all the time on Twitter. YouTube, it's more known that people will copyright strike your content. On Twitter, it's like you really went out of your way to do that? Off a little bit of criticism? And you can say it's about the paywall all you want.
It's not.
It ain't. It ain't. It's because you fucking jumped on your co-host. You tried to make him look like a dick, right? And it's like, yeah, he said some shit about you on After Tonight. In my opinion, you dogging him out on the Patreon like that is way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Paywall or no paywall, it's way worse to be dogged out like that. Like, I would have 100% been like, we're not posting that. Like, if I was Tristan, I would have been like, we're not posting that. Fuck no, we're not posting that. We should have done that behind the scenes. As a matter of fact, we shouldn't even be having the conversation at all because you texted me the day you found out, right? Fucking case closed after that. I don't want to hear about it again. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell kind of shit is that? So I think that'll do it for this public episode. We're going to take a small break to get ready to hit some music and then fucking record our Lost Boys episode. But, you know, I just want to thank you all who stuck around for watching. We got an assload of people in the chat. Next week, dude, I'm going to double check the chat beforehand because I like responding to you guys. I don't want you guys to think we were blowing you off the whole time. Like, we literally just before the bathroom.
Nobody was there.
Yeah, we thought nobody was in the chat. Right before the bathroom break, when I reloaded it, and I was like, holy shit, they've been going off this whole time. But I want to thank you guys like Wolfman Jeff. Red Bar is dead, which I hope he's not dead. You know, Fourth Mouse. There's a lot of the fucking regulars are in here. So I just want to thank you all who stuck around to watch the show. As always, you can watch new episodes of Lost Ox Media every Wednesday is when we re-upload them, but we're live on Sundays. We do take the live episodes down after. So once we go live, this is coming down. It'll be re-uploaded Wednesday morning, just for everyone who doesn't know that. And then we got the membership website coming up soon and everything like that. I'm still working on that. But, you know, as always, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I bid you adieu and I bid you farewell. See ya.
My name is Derek D. I'm chilling in the hood with the gangsters, drinking liquor, hanging out. Don't care about nothing in the world. Acting crazy and silly. I don't care no more. I do this and that, and that's all right. Hang with my boys and the pretty girls. Go to bar, clubs, hang out, get drunk. Then next day, sleep it off. And get up in the morning, wake up and feel better and do it again. Hang out in the street again and do this, do that. Shoot guns, all kind of stuff. Drinking, hanging out, driving fast down the street. And all the good stuff. Speed demon, yeah. Hanging out in the streets. I'm doing this, doing that. All kind of crazy stuff, y'all. It's all right, you see. I'm like a gangster, you know what I'm saying, y'all? I'm chilling like a villain. Doing good in the hood.